Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to more Isaac. I don't know if I've actually asked this question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Would you guys like me to structure these so that it, like, shows more of what there is to offer in each mod? Or do you like this, like, hodgepodgey thing? Let me know. Because at least right now, I mostly... That is a lot of HP. Why is it so much HP? The heart gives me an extra one. We have 3 from that. Don't know. But yeah, please let me know, like, how you think you'd like these structured. Because at first I was going more over one mod, now I have every mod installed. Partially out of fear that's gonna crash the game. Sure. He's smart. But I think it was legitimately one mod that caused that. Because I actually have disabled a couple mods and I haven't had any, actual problems. So let me know what you guys, how you guys like it. Do you just like this style of, like, it's just Isaac that has mods in it? Let me know. Also, I want to thank everyone for their patience on the, release schedule of these. It means a lot. I know that they've been very sporadic. But, yeah. I appreciate everyone's patience on it, and the support it's still getting in the comments. It means a lot. Also, this is something I addressed in a previous episode, which, I mean, maybe I addressed it in a more... That was stupid. Like, almost panicky way. I'm not panicking. But I mentioned the stomach problems I've been having. They've, I think, have, like, mildly alleviated, so it's probably not anything major. And ironically, it's not funny. It's just funny because I was literally talking about it a day ago, in recording, or 2 days ago, however you want to say it. But, my brother's wife thinks that, what would I call her? My sister-in-law? Yeah, I guess sister-in-law. Whatever, my brother's wife, might have appendicitis as well. So, the reason I'm laughing is because it's just funny. The fact that I was just talking about it, thinking that I have the symptoms on it, and then she's like, she won't let me be cool and have the symptoms by myself. No, she gotta step up and be like, I'm also feeling symptoms. So, she's getting very freaked out about it. Much as I think she tries not to let the COVID stuff get to her. It does. Hey, cat. Sure. I guess that's okay. Well, be careful. What do you want to go out? No? No, you're just gonna lay there? Okay, cool. I, like, literally just let him in my room, like, 15-20 minutes ago. He laid up on top of my computer, and then I kicked him off. So yeah, that was, I mean, if she has it, it's a serious issue. Anyone doesn't know, appendicitis can be extremely life-threatening. Wow. Love the makes you smaller pill. But I don't think it's that. But she's just looking at, like, the hospitals, and she's worried that they won't take her no matter what. Where, as much of an issue as it is, and I don't think it should be taken, like, too lightly, no matter how bad COVID gets, it's not worse than appendicitis. So they're not gonna literally say you can't come in. So, I think that might be illegal. I know there's something about, like, hospitals can't refuse a patient having an actual issue. Obviously, if someone comes in and they're like, I have gangly feet, and it's not their feet have anything. I don't know, it kills you when you use on Satan. Yes, I did. I'll stick with the excuse me, prayer card. Literally no point. Well, there's a mild point to keeping that, but I don't care. So yeah, that's it's just the humor is in the fact that it just came up, and I actually haven't spoken to her at all about it. What are you doing, guy? I try to jump on my computer again. So, but it's not a big issue at all. Hope you guys understand that, like, it's I kind of vomit out too many words. That's a big problem I have. One of the things I do is I typically tend to overshare rather than undershare, because well, one, it's just my personality. I don't really keep secrets, period, but most of the time I'd rather give you too much information than not enough information. So that's just my opinion on it. Well, it's not even my opinion on it, it's just like how I am. Because it's not an opinion, I don't care. So long as you've conveyed enough of the message that you want to convey, I don't care if you undershare or overshare. But when you don't convey anything... A teammate still hasn't said a word since the incident. Yeah. So, let's go fight the boss. Just becomes very frustrating. Also, the... I'm gonna take this time to complain about the teacher again. Don't worry, it won't be that long this time. Teacher had a deadline set for himself. He's like, I'll make sure no matter what. Which one, never say that. It makes you sound incredibly stupid. But I'll make sure no matter what that it gets out at the latest by 5 p.m. Thursday. It's 6 a.m. Absolutely gonna take that. It's 6 a.m. Hey! Stop! No. 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 Kitty cat. No. Don't do that. Don't stand on my cables. It's actually standing on, like, the port. I don't care if he stands on a cable. He's getting his chin scratched now. Oh, he's your goodish boy. As long as he isn't a pain in the butt. Alright, get out of here. Or sit there, I don't care. Do whatever you want. I guess we should hit the battery. Ah, shoot, I don't... Whoops. Okay. Yeah, let's just go. I could farm out some more HP, but meh. I don't really care. Oh no, don't do that. Oh, I'm yawning so much. I mean, it is 6 a.m. I didn't sleep super well last night. I was yawning during like multiple conversations. I'm very tired. I think my body's just working to, you know, take care of the issue I've got. Which is not, you know, a major issue. Yo! Yo! You soldier boy. Alright, get out of my room. Stop stepping on the cords. You poopy butt. Stop it. Get out of my room. I love you. But stop stepping. stepping on the cables. Get out of here. Making me stop to take care of a cat in the middle of recording. How rude. By the way, what do you guys think of the new sound I've got going on? Get these jazzy tunes. No, there's no jazz. There's, what do you think of my new microphone? I like it. It's a, King Bee. What I don't like is yawning so much. No, what I don't like is the, like, setting it up. That was a colossal pain in the tuchus. Wasn't really a big problem. I'm just not very adept at it. So, I made a couple bad videos. And by a couple, I mean I actually checked it ahead of time, but what I meant to say was I almost made a couple bad videos because the, audio decided to come out of one ear. Because this... I don't know if this is actually true or not, but the... what's it called? Why am I yawning? Oh. Anyway, the speaker has two inputs, and... Or, sorry, the speaker has... Yeah, two inputs, for, like, a microphone or something. Or, microphone, like a guitar, or for instruments. And it will play them on separate tracks, which I think is, like, the whole point of stereo, is that it has multiple tracks, but a lot of the microphones I've used have multiple tracks. I did not see you do that. No! Hey! That's more poop. But yeah, so they have multiple tracks, and, they just play the same audio twice. I don't know if that's good or bad. Because my other microphone had the capabilities of doing stereo, and this one doesn't. I honestly don't know, like, is it a good thing that this one doesn't do stereo? Is it a bad thing? I don't know. So I'll just, not know. Also, for... streams have been coming along pretty good. Having a good amount of streams. Having a lot of fun with them. They slowed down mildly because I'm tired all the time. Which is not a good thing. But not like a big deal. I'm just tired. What do we got in here? Oh, look at all the garbage. Oh. Well, shit. No, I was gonna work on it, or I was gonna do one today, and I was like, I'll just take a quick nap. And then I woke up like 6 hours later. And now I'm recording for you guys, at 6 in the morning. I think I said it was earlier than that, but no, it's like literally 6 in the morning. So, you know. Always... My throat's also dry. I'm sorry. I sound terrible. No one wants to hear someone cough. And stuff. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep playing Isaac. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess Sackboy. Give me a random stat. Don't know what that gave me. But, Yeah. It surely did. So I don't know if I actually talked about this, but I finally went through and played Symphony of the Night, which I had just never played before. Okay, that's a lie. I have played it before. I don't know if I actually uploaded the one episode on YouTube that I did of it, but the game just constantly crashed on me due to the official Flintendo I was using. And it made for a terrible, 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 awful experience. So I never wanted to touch it again. And I know it's not the game's fault. But I also, like, kind of can't separate easily when a game has a colossal shit show launch and stuff, that the game is good now. Or something like that. Not that Castlevania had a bad launch. Shoot. But it was more so the fact of I had an awful time with it. And because, like, literally I could play the game for 15 minutes and then it would crash. And Castlevania is a big game. You can't save that often, so that's why I hate it. And I played it on my iPad, and it was actually, like, super sick. So I was rather pleased. Had PS4, well, has Bluetooth incorporation. I haven't had a Brimstone run in a hot minute. I also will take both. I don't know if Guppy's tail is super worthwhile, but I also don't care. So, I believe this has no effect. Of the Dark Seraphim. But yeah, so I played it on my iPad. I didn't 100% the game, but I did basically everything. There's a couple maps I need to open up. Or, like, map squares. Because I think I'm at, like, 186% map completion. I think. Which, if you don't know, the game's final is 200.6. Excuse me. Why it's 200.6, I don't know. But it is. Yeah, so really like it. I played a little bit of the Maria mode, if you don't know. You can play as Maria and Richter, where the game... I don't know how the game changes, really. Okay, I do. Like, there's no levels. Like, the character... There's no RPG element to it anymore. And... Ow! I don't exactly know, like, how that's gonna change the game. There's no items at all. So. It's an epidemic. I mean, it's a pandemic, but it's an epidemic. You gotta make sure you have your personal space going on. Oh my god. Alright, let's pop this one. We'll take this one. 48-hour energy is a ridiculous amount of HP. Got more money. Sorry, I'm also trying to work on, like, where to have my microphone placed so that it provides the best not volume, if that makes any sense, which it clearly doesn't, because that just, the sheer phrasing on that made no sense. But I'm trying to make it so that my audio sounds better. That's ultimately what I'm trying to say. 1 second, yeah. All right. Maybe it's Maybelline. But I'm trying to, like, up the audio quality with things that I can. And obviously things I can't. Like, I could soundproof this room better. We're not even remotely close. Yeah, so I could, like, soundproof this room better. I don't have the money for foam, and I feel that the foam is not that important at my level. Obviously, I'd rather have the highest quality anything that I can right now, but I also have almost no money. So, spending a couple $100s on foam does not seem like the most intelligent decision. It's probably not a couple $100s. It's, probably need like 4 things of foam to like properly sound what I would need to, which would be like maybe like $80-ish. But still, not money I want to spend right now. Like, just, I think the microphone and adjusting the gain on it. Whoops. Hopefully that didn't mess with my audio really bad. Yeah, but like messing with the gain on it and stuff to knock out unnecessary noise and enhance the necessary noise. Shampoo? Hell yeah. Will be ideal. Because I don't want you guys to hear my controller, but I don't want me to be so quiet you can't hear me. Because that, in its own right, defeats the purpose. I don't even know if I was actually, like, that quiet. It sounded much more quiet. Much quieter. But I also had those settings on stream, and people said it sounded fine. But when I listened to it on my end, it was, like, so hard for me to hear myself. That was why I cranked it. So. I don't know. That's all feedback. Especially in transitional periods. Like, even if it's, I mean, you can still be polite, but if you don't want to, like, it's fine, I guess. But, feedback on audio is very helpful. Because just an HP up. I need HP ups. I'm probably at, like, almost max HP. Yeah, almost max HP. I could get to max HP right now. Yes, personality split is no. It sounds kind of neat, but no. Scooters. Yeah, so I'd love to, you know, get to a point where I can get my audio as good as possible. I know I've got to work at it. Probably the thing I do the least is I don't use controllers very often, which is why when I pop in a controller, I just think it works. Or isn't going to provide a massive amount of feedback. So... And I've tried the, like, having a blanket over my hand, and I hate everything to do with that. So, I can't stand having things on my hand, because it, you know, gets in the controller, and then I'm irritated at that, and then it's dead, and then, like, oh no, it's a dog tooth, bark at the moon. Oh, right, he barks when there's a secret room nearby, doesn't he? That's what it does. When he barked here, so... I guess I forgot about this wall. Nope. Okay. I thought he was supposed to bark at all the things. That's a little dirty. Supposed to leave the money. I don't care about having that much money. Got it. I don't remember what the... What is the dog name? Oh, it is a secret room. It's a crazy, wonky secret room. Just pop it. I don't really care about, like, oh no, I could have even more HP. So yeah. That's what's going on in the old noodle today. For stuff. Oh, my brain is poopy. I've been really stressed out as of late. I have to wait even longer. So. I got my answers and stuff. Oh boy. I got emails about nothing on my phone. Got some of the free games on Epic. One of them was World War Z. Which I'm like, awesome, but free. I don't... Epic's not my favorite launcher. Honestly, my favorite launcher is Steam, just because it's the launcher I've used the longest. Is there a tinted rock then? I don't know. I don't care. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Epic launcher, but at the same time, like, I don't care enough to be like, I won't ever use the Epic launcher. That's disgusting. I don't want your free games. Like, I do. I hate Twitch's launcher. I think it's crap. But they offered me really good free games, so I'll take the launcher. I haven't played any of them yet, but I've got them stocked up. Because I have Hyperlight Drifter, I think Fury, the Messenger, which the Messenger guys are coming out with a new game. So it's a like Tales of Trials of Mana? Secret of Mana. It's a Secret of Mana-esque game. So, or at least that's what I believe I read. You know, go check them out if you want, you know, more information on it. Fun use teleport player to a random challenge room. No. Grab the HP. I mean, maybe, but also no. So that's like that's some hot gaming news. I don't know if they're going back on Kickstarter or not. I think they are. Which I have a small problem with Kickstarter, just because it can be abused by developers who just don't, like, they're bad. But they the Messenger was a good release. The game was complete with what it was, and I'm not even saying that as a bad thing. It's just it was a complete package, which you honestly can't ask for too much more from any developer. It's what they said it was going to be, and it's good. I mean, I'm saying it's good. I haven't played the game, but, like, the reviews are very high for it. A lot of people really like it. So it's, you know, good. Because I will stand by buy. I don't have my opinion on it, but I've heard very positive things about it. I know Gerard the Completionist, he really liked the game. Basically it's a spiritual successful to OG Ninja Gaiden, if I remember correctly. So that was actually something I talked about with someone as well earlier. The early access games, and they're like, well, they should do it like all devs do and just not ask for money ahead of time. Like, they're not giving a full game out. And I agree and disagree. It's transparency, which is what I like about it. I love transparency. I don't want to be tricked. I want full, accurate information. So the I can't even have Spirit Hearts, so. But the transparency of it being, this is our game. It is not finished yet. Do you want to buy it to be able to basically beta test it? That's also why I think any time that there is an early access copy, they should always have it like, if it's a $20 game at launch, the early access should be $15. That's just my opinion. It's like, hey, you also get a good discount on it. That's pretty cool. But even not, no one is forcing you to buy it. It's just, do you want to help the developers out before the game comes out? Yeah, I don't really want to fight the Hush. So I have no problem with the concept of early access games. But I do understand people's reserve and fully support someone not wanting to buy one. Early access. It's literally an unfinished game. They should always be a, semi-finished product. As in, they shouldn't, not work. They should be a functional game. But, just for argument's sake, I'm going to say Darkest Dungeon. Because I believe Darkest Dungeon did that. I could be wrong. But in the very beginning, let's just say there's no Darkest Dungeon. They haven't finished the final area of the game. But they also let everyone know, if you want to buy this, thank you for the support. You'll get all future content. But we also don't have the end of the game yet. Or they had the Darkest Dungeon and they didn't have the Cove. I don't remember. I know Darkest Dungeon was missing something when I played it first. Which is fine. I mean, even in its incomplete state, I think I got, 100... No, I think I got, 50 hours out of it. 25, 50 hours, so... I believe that only counts per room. So, and I was actually just discussing this with someone earlier today about the length of games. Ideally, we want every game we play to be 100 hours long. Realistically, I don't. In fact, I want the exact opposite of that. I like finishing games. And, yeah, there are times when I won't finish a game. Like this game, I'm never going to technically finish it. Because honestly, I don't care to. Finishing the game would be 100% of this. But when it comes to an RPG, sometimes I just want to move on to the next game. It's been awesome. I've got 60 hours out of it. Or 30 or whatever. I don't want to play this game anymore. It's even my favorite game, or even your favorite game, anyone's favorite game, they still drag on to it. So, I don't know, like, you can have your own opinions, but just keep that in mind that a game being long is not a good thing. Because, there are two different things between length. MMOs, as an example, have exorbitant play times, but they're also, like, inherently bad games, in the generic game sense. Not saying that they're bad, but they have tedious fetch quests. The like, structure of the game is usually put together in the intent that people will play it longer, not necessarily enjoy it more. Because it's like, walk here to talk to this man. Now go back to on the other side of the map to talk to this man. It's not fun. It's boring. Because it's just busy work. And that's kind of what those games do. Leveling up skills and stuff. It's like, awesome, you leveled up the skill. Now hit the block 300 more times. Hit the block 300 more times. And you'll level it up to, like, 3. I know there are games that, like, do it at a very slow pace as well, but the biggest perpetrator is absolutely MMOs. And not everyone wants to do that. So any game could be made longer with unnecessary padding. That, like, literally proves it's not just a good game if it's the only reason its length is because of padding. So, the length of a game does not equate to it being a better or worse experience. Unless the game is too short. Then I can understand that argument, but saying a game needs to be 100 hours... because that is really, really fucking long. I'm gonna go and say most people don't want to play any game for over 100 hours. I'm ignoring the one, like, section of multiplayer games, because playing with your friends inherently gives it more playtime. So I do worry about the playtime on multiplayer games I buy, like Overwatch or Call of Duty, because I'm literally buying them because they're colossal time sinks, not because I think they're well done video games. But just because The Witcher is 250 hours long does not mean every game needs to be 250 hours or whatever. Like, on stream a couple days ago, asked if I was going to pick up Persona 5 R Royal. I don't think I will. I'm obviously not going ironclad. I'll never pick it up, but it's the same game with added content in it, which isn't a bad thing. But it also took me 130 hours to beat the game the first time. I think. It was over 100 hours, at least. I don't know if I want to sink that much time into a game again. Already knowing the outcome of the game. Like Persona 6? Yeah. Give me that shit. Like, I'm all for it, but the new content in the new Persona game does not hit until... Sorry, the new major content probably won't hit until... Oh, heck yeah, dude. The sun? I win. Having the sun means I Probably isn't really gonna hit until like the 70th hour. So that's why. This is from what I've been told. Obviously, I always will hold my judgment if I find out more information, and it actually has like a lot of differences. Then heck yeah. It does sit poorly with me that, yeah, Persona 5 came out in 2016, it's 2020, and they're doing their remake, but it's also on the same console that the previous game was on. That kind of bothers me a lot. Like, I believe The Last of Us had a quicker turnaround for the game being released twice, but at least it was released on a new console. This one is not. So, it's also, I mean, I think it's actually on new consoles, but like the core of it is it's on PS4 still. Honestly, if it's on Switch, I might consider picking it up, because I love playing games on my Switch, because it's something that I can kind of turn my brain off of. I don't worry as much about playing games on my Switch as I do on PC. Whoops. Oh well. Because I basically treat my Switch as this is my console for only me. And even PS4 I treat more as like, this is, you know, the console I need to do work on. Because the setup I have, I can't play my PlayStation very effectively unless I'm sitting at my computer or I have to unplug a bunch of things. And when playing... No. And when I'm playing something on my Switch, I literally just undock it, and I'm good to go. That was one of the reasons why I was having so much fun with Symphony of the Night, was it was on my iPad, and I literally just kept bringing it places I was playing. Yeah, because I mean, if it didn't have controller support, screw that game, it's awful. Not that the game's actually awful, but the, like, iPad controls suck. It's just buttons on the screen, and I hate that style of gameplay when it comes to action. Or any form of action orientation. Whoops! Oops! I didn't know I was gonna do that, so I guess let's continue. Shoot, I actually like just finished my thought process too. Oh man. But yeah, so that's, you know, my thoughts on it. I hope it's good. I don't actually know if that one's on the Switch or if it's Persona Scramble. P5 Scramble. So I'm more apt to want to get Persona 5 Scramble than I am for a remake on it, especially a remake that, in my opinion, is going to add almost nothing to the game, because it adds it all at the end, I believe. So, I don't know. Well, thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave me a comment down below. How do you feel about remakes of games being made that close to their original make? Do you have a problem with them if they're on the same console, or do you like them more when they get put on different consoles? Let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.